Boys and girls, welcome back to Storytime again. It's hard to believe we're again on Friday, the last day of the week for our stories. So today is Friday, the 29th of January, and we're still in winter time. And again, I want you to decide what the weather's like. But you know what, boys and girls? When you come back to your story time on Monday, it isn't going to be January anymore. I wonder if you can think before Monday what month we're going to be in when we have our next story time together. That's something to think about. But we also are on our last rhyming word story. And today's another favourite one. It's again by a lady called Julia Donaldson. And it's called A Squash and a Squeeze. So let's find out what happens in this story. A little old lady lived all by herself, with a table and chairs and a jug on the shelf. A wise old man heard her grumble and grouse, "There's not enough room in my house." "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your hen," said the wise old man. "Take in my hen? What a curious plan." Well, the hen laid an egg on the fireside rug and flapped round the room, knocking over the jug. The little old lady cried, "What shall I do? It was poky for one, and it's tiny for two. My nose has a tickle, and there's no room for my sneeze. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your goat," said the wise old man. "Take in my goat? What a curious plan." Well, the goat chewed the curtains and trod on the egg, and then sat down to nibble the table leg. The little old lady cried, "Glory be, it was tiny for two, and it's titchy for three. The hen pecks the goat, and the goat's got fleas. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your pig," said the wise old man. "Take in my pig? What a curious plan." So she took in her pig, who kept chasing the hen and raiding the larder again and again. The little old lady cried, "Stop, I implore. It was titchy for three, and it's teeny for four." Even the pig in the larder agrees, the house is a squash and a squeeze. And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take in your cow," said the wise old man. "Take in my cow? What a curious plan." Well, the cow took one look and charged straight at the pig, then jumped on the table and started to tap a jig. The little old lady cried, "Heavens alive! It was teeny for four, and it's weeny for five. I'm tearing my hair out. I'm down on my knees. My house is a squash and a squeeze." And she said, "Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze." "Take them all out," said the wise old man. "But then you'll be back where I first began." So she opened the window, and out flew the hen. "That's better, at least I can sneeze again." She shooed out the goat, and she shooed out the pig. My house is beginning to feel pretty big. She huffed and she puffed, and she pushed out the cow. "Just look at my house. It's enormous now." "Thank you, old man, for the work you have done. It was weeny for five. It's gigantic for one. There's no need to grumble, and there's no need to grouse. There's plenty of room in my house." And now she's full of frolics and fiddly-dees. It isn't a squash and it isn't a squeeze. Yes, she's full of frolics and fiddly-dees. it isn't a squash, and it isn't a squeeze. So that's the story of a squash and a squeeze. And again, we're going to have one last puzzle for you. So if you look along your screen, you should see the word pan today. So we're looking for a word that rhymes with pan. Do you think it rhymes with shoe, or fan, or frog? Let's try them again. The word is pan. Does it rhyme with shoe, or fan, or frog? Well done, you're all getting it now. So of course, pan rhymes with fan. Pan, fan. Well done, boys and girls. Have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you next week at Storytime again. Bye.